man. And yet, up in the booth tonight, this is something that we've done since season one. Up in the broadcast booth, it is my good buddy pal, Masopes. Masopes, here we are, man. Season 3 Cup Series Championship. Man, what a season this has been for our Cup Series, ladies and gentlemen. Masopes, what has been your thoughts, man? Well, plain and simple, Masopes. I think once when I called his win, I feel like this is his redemption. A redemption for him to get back into wearing these to that he is a championship caliber driver, and yet what a better place to do it than here at Las Vegas, and he gets a chance to run up against his teammate, and yet who I'm getting ready to announce, a man who won the season 2 Cup Series championship, the Heredia guy. Yes, two Stewart Haas drivers up in the championship 4, and yet what an incredible season this has been. I'm going to ask you a question, is there, Miss Hopes, is how is Heredia God gonna overcome the odds he has against him?
He's been in this situation plenty times before in many different leagues. He's a very, very good league racer when it comes to these type of things. So I think he's going to perform really well under pressure. We saw him do it last year against really this league's Goliath, I would say, is in Joker. Joker's got the most wins of any driver in this league in the top division of this league. So he is renowned as the best of the best, and he came in and he took it from him last year. But I think his biggest competitor tonight is not only going to be Joker, but I think Nobes is going to give a run for his money as well. And that leaves somebody that we haven't quite got to yet right out of the picture, and that's Big Jim. What do you think about Big Jim, man? He came into the league, had a little rough start at Daytona with a few other drivers, and decided maybe he didn't want to be here. Decided to come back, and I bet he's really glad he came back because he's been so successful in this league since he's came back. He's a great broadcaster to the team, and really helps us out with a lot of cool graphics for the league, so we can enjoy those as well. And we'll talk about his driving first off.
Yeah.
Incredible wins at the short tracks, really good pace, really all around. And I believe he is the second wheel driver. Him and Nobes are the two wheel drivers versus the two controller drivers in this championship.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any advantages for Big Jim going into this race off of his previous experiences with that?
I think so. I mean, you talk about how good Big Jim has been, and we've seen him mostly just like a short track driver. You got to think about this though. The man won Martinsville. He dominated Martinsville, and he had a solid run last Thursday at Bristol. So I believe, for not only for him to be a wheel driver, it's going to be something I think we're all looking forward to. And yet, I do want to make an announcement real quick. He's not going to be running his typical 11 scheme that we usually see. He's actually running a custom scheme that is dedicated to his mom. So, which is very, very sweet. And send thoughts and prayers to Big Jim. But I know he's going to give it his best and do whatever he can to win this Cup Series championship because he is the only driver out of the championship for to make his first ever championship 4 appearance. So that should tell you something. The pressure is on, and like I talked about it last Thursday, my soaps, is he is the second Joe Gibbs driver since A Trout back in season 1 to make the championship 4. So you gotta think about this though. A lot of eyes are on Big Jim, and a lot of pressure has got to be going through his mind right now.
Yeah, absolutely. JGR, they've had some really good drivers come up through the stables, but someone not really quite like Big Jim in quite some time. He's a really, really great driver on and off the track, and to hear that he's running a special paint scheme for his mom, that just goes and tells you what kind of person that he is off the track, what kind of person he is outside of this game. But his commitment on this game has been very, very, very dedicated, and I think you could argue that all of these drivers would make a very deserving win. But for Big Jim especially, I believe he would deserve it as well. And, we move on to the last driver that's in this Final Four, and that is going to be always Joker. What a
Yeah,
driver, man. Just Probably the all-time great. Not probably, definitely the all-time great when you're talking about wins in this league, when you're talking about dedication, when you're talking about going out there and doing it week in and week out, consistency. That is the man. That's always Joker. 29 career wins. If he won tonight, it would be number 30, and it would be his championship, his first championship, and his third Final Four appearance. He's got
And
his rival in the 10 with 18 wins, the Heredia God. In his second Final Four appearance, he is 1-for-1 in this Final Four situation. Then we have Nobes. If he won this race tonight, it would be his sixth win, as he has 5 career wins in Cup. This is his second Final Four appearance, since he's 0-for-1 off previous experiences. And this would be Big Jim's fourth career win in Cup. And this is his first Final Four appearance. He's the new guy out of these Cup drivers competing for a championship. So we'll see how he does tonight as the underdog, and I definitely think we've got some really good racing ahead of us.
also, I do want to make a huge announcement yet for Joker to start in his third Final Four. He is the first driver in Cup Series history to make it in 3 straight seasons. He made it in first season, make it in second, and obviously he made it here tonight in our championship four. So a great accomplishment for always Joker, and yet we'll see how he does. Looks like Las Vegas has always become one of his favorite racetracks, and I look forward to seeing how he does. But yet, you mentioned it. I think the one driver that has been getting the best of him throughout this whole entire season has been that 10 right there of the Heredia God. We'll see how he does. We'll see how all 4 championship 4 drivers do tonight. And it's hard to believe it is our final championship race of season 3. We crowned the Truck Series championship last Wednesday and Shake and Bake. We just now crowned our Xfinity champion here in Tiger NASCAR, and now the moment we've all been waiting for: who's going to be our Cup Series champion? And yet, I want to ask you, Masobes. For me, we've been in the league since season 1. This is our third time calling the championship race. And I want to know this. Everyone wants to know this. Who is your picks to win this championship?
You know, taking all personal aspects out of this, taking all friendships out of this, I really, really, really want to see Joker win, and I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win the championship. I think this is it. I think now or never, and I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to shut them all up, and I think he's going to do it. I love Heredia. He's my teammate. I have much respect for Nobes as well as my teammate. I hope I don't get this criticism, but I'm going to go with Joker. He's my favorite for tonight.
All right, and yeah, as far as my pick, to see all 4 drivers that have made it this far, and they're all special in their own way. But yet, I do want to say I'm gonna have to go with Heredia God on this one. Heredia has looked really, really good since the start of the season, with the most wins in the cup season, and yet I believe he might be the first one to come back-to-back champions here in the Cup Series. And yet, I do want to say a little something for one of our drivers. This will be his final time running in Hennessy Performance League, and that is number 2 of Sharp. Sharp, who has been with us since season 1. I mean, we've made so many memories with Sharp, and he'll be on the pole tonight. So after tonight, we won't be able to get a chance to see Sharp, but I do want to say thank you, Sharp, for everything you've done for Hennessy, and thank you. And for all of us, we wish you the best of luck, and I know you're gonna do something great out there, man. Let's hope. Your thoughts on Sharp?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Paul, you've been a great friend to me since you met me on this game, man, and it's been a long run, brother. From ever since Larry's lead to coming over here to
Well, go ahead.
just appreciate you for that. And we'll go ahead and we're going to start the lobby here.
Yes, we
Let's
are.
get in.
Yes.
Watch this championship race.
South Point Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas 400. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to be our Cup Series champion? We're about to find that out right now, here, ladies and gentlemen. And yet, also, we can't forget about those who are watching at home. Who is your picks to win the championship for? Comment down below right now. Who is your picks to win this championship? Here we are in beautiful Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And yet I believe we're getting ready to do I don't know if we're going to be doing a 4-wide salute, but
I believe we are going to be doing a 4-wide salute. Everybody
4
gets
wide.
lined up here.
And yet Sharp's going to be the one leading the way. This is Sharp's final night, and yet, yeah, this is a very beautiful, beautiful thing that we're seeing here right now, ladies and gentlemen. Sharp being in his final time, racing for Hennessy Performance League, going out strong. So yet, and also I do want to say some more comments to Sharp. Sharp, thank you for being an awesome teammate. Whenever I joined Penske, you've always been a great friend. You've always been a really awesome person to everyone in this league. Everything we have done has been so incredible. So thank you, Paul. Thank you, Sharp, for all you have done for myself and for every single person that has got a chance to know you. Thank you for all that you've done, man.
Yeah, absolutely, Sharp. Been a great driver throughout this season in Cup. Had a pleasure owning the team in which you drive for me in Cup, and there was no other person on that team that I would have wanted handed that ownership to. And we're gonna go to the comment section here. We got a comment from Taylor Gone Sliding. He says he's gonna go with the underdog in the championship for Big Jim. As we distribute, Big Jim goes to the front of the field as a tribute. Every car behind him saluting him and his mother, who I believe. I'm not going to speak on that. I'll let Big Jim speak on that later in the broadcast. But this salute is to him. Just prayers for you, Big Jim. I hope all is well in your house and everything that's going on over there, man. You're a really great guy outside of this league, and stuff happens to people, and you hate to see it, but we all love seeing you out here on the track competing for this championship, and we'll all send prayers home for you.
Send prayers to Big Jim and his family. And I definitely do want to say Big Jim has been an incredible person, incredible human being. He's the one that's pretty much been in control with our Uncontrolled Chaos podcast that you listen to every Tuesday night. And he's done an incredible job calling the Truck Series broadcast with Captain Dead Dad. And definitely send all the prayers, all the vibes to your way, my guy. Thank you for all that you do for this league as well, man.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think these guys are going to go ahead and start to double up to get this thing going green. As we have the 2-car of Sharp. I believe he is on the pole with Joker in second, Big Jim third. Big Ready of God will start off fourth, and Nobes will be fifth.
And yet, we ain't going to take anything away from our non-playoff drivers, and yet we're going to keep an eye on that. But yet, what we're also going to be doing is keeping an eye on the championship floor, which like we mentioned, is Joker, Big Jim, Nobes, and the Heredia God. Someone's going to become a Cup Series champion, and that's going to happen tonight. So before we get ready, any final thoughts, any final comments before we get on the green?
No. Not really much else to say. I'm ready to get this thing rolling. I'm ready to get calling this race. We got 36 laps to go before the end of stage 1. Sharp is going to pull away. And we have the 4 championship contenders lined up, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th behind them. Let's get this thing rolling, boys.
And for the
One final time here at Las Vegas.
And for the final time in Season 3, green flag is underway for our Cup Series. Who's going to become our Cup Series championship winner?
Always Joker all the way up there on the outside alone. Big Jim is going to get right underneath him here. Let's see if he can clear. The radio guy gets pushed back a little bit on that outside line. Nobes is going to take advantage of it. Maybe he can slide up in front of his teammate, get behind the 88. No, he's going to try to go underneath the 88 here. Big Jim kind of slides up the track. Joker going to hold him on the outside line as 2-car of Sharp continues to pull away.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. That was very close whenever Joker almost got hit the outside wall. Sharp's going to lead this lap. But right now, we're keeping an eye on Big Jim, Joker, Nobes, and the Heredia God. Our top 4 right there. That's what you're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Joker using that outside line.
We have Sharp leading down the backstretch by just over a car length here going into turn 3. Joker just barely off of him. The Heredia God's fallen into that 2nd championship 4 battle place. He's in 3rd on the track. Big Jim 4th. Captain Jack. Oh, he hits Nobes coming off of turn 4 there. Might want to be easy there with the 4 car as he lifts for him and lets the 4 get back into his position of 5th.
Here comes
Sharp
Heredia.
still holding off the championship 4.
Here comes Heredia. Heredia tries to run on the inside. And what a move that was. I thought he was not going to be able to get right in front of Joker, but that was a move right there from the Heredia God.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Now he's right on the bumper of the 2 car, trying to clear the 88. He's going to get to his quarter panel, the 3 wide.
3
88
wide.
goes to the underneath. Here comes Big Jim through the middle. He's got to run. The Reddy and Joker side by side. Sharp's going to lift for the championship contenders here.
Contact being made from Big Jim and Joker. We're seeing side by side for the lead. Heredia God's going to use that outside line to work his way. He's going to take the lead from Joker.
He clears him going down into turn 3, but here comes Joker trying to battle back on the inside. Big Jim trying to run just up a little bit more on that middle lane, trying to get a better run off. Maybe he can get to the bumper of the 88. Maybe he can go below him. He's got the run. Joker going to break that draft. Big Jim going to stay up all the way on the racetrack. He's got the run he wanted here into turn 1 as Nobes falls into that 4th position. The championship 4 won 1, 2, 3, 4 here at Las Vegas. Oh, Heredia slides up the track. He gets tight. Joker comes underneath off of turn 2.
That was close. That was close. Heredia almost hit the outside wall, but yet that's going to give Joker a chance to be able to make a pass on the inside line. Here comes Big Jim on the inside of the Heredia God, but yet I think Big Jim didn't have enough yet, so Heredia's God's going to come right down in front of Big Jim. With Joker leading this lap, he's got a huge advantage over Heredia, Big Jim, and Nobes.
Yeah, Big Jim he wanted to look to the outside of the 10 car going there into turn 1. He had the run. Big Jim looking really good off the corner exit here, faster than these 2 cars in front of him. Joker slides up the track again. Heredia's going to try to get underneath him, and they're side by side again going into turn 3.
Here comes Heredia on the bottom, but yet it is Joker that's going to remain on the high side. It seems like the high side has been Joker's best friend in this race already.
Absolutely. These guys just all under blanket. The championship 4, all battling to see who can get out front. Heredia fighting hard on the inside line, but now he's got to deal with the 11 and the 88 who've moved up a lane. The 4 car also moving up a lane behind him. He's the only car on the bottom.
Still side by side, but yet here comes Jim. Jim's trying to be able to take the second spot away from Heredia. And here comes Nobes. Nobes battling against his own teammate, but yet Heredia gets right in front of Nobes. That's going to give Big Jim a chance to be in the second position. Meanwhile, always Joker still leading the pack right now.
Yeah, he's got that little bit of a gap over Big Jim, who's managed to clear Heredia for that second position. We'll see what he does here on Joker. He's going to run that middle lane. See if he can get to the outside, dive it in a little bit deeper, get in the gas before the 88. If he can hold this outside, he's going to have such a run, but the 10 is below him. He's not going to be able to do anything. He's just going to have to stay behind the 88, and Nobes, I believe, almost in the wall off of turn 2. That might have been the car behind him.
Big Jim trying to be able to get some run on Joker right there.
He's to his quarter panel off of 4. That's going to slow both of these cars down and allow Heredia to try to look to the middle. He's looking in the middle. He's not going to get there. He's going to go up behind the 88. Now Joker forced to run that 3rd lane way up top. He's got the 11 that's going to go underneath him. Big Jim clears him to the lead. Heredia trapped on the bottom. The 88 right on the 11's bumper. This has allowed Nobes to really close the gap. 24 of Dolgen. What a run for him right now as he's in P5. Right behind these championship leaders, just letting these guys do their thing. Oh, and Big Jim gets tied off the corner. He goes high. Joker looks to the middle. They're 3 wide.
Oh my lord, this is getting tense. 3 wide for the lead, and Nobes is right behind him watching all this.
Yeah, Dolgen is running that 2nd lane right above him, but they're really tight in front of him. Heredia and Joker almost touching off of turn 2. Big Jim on that 3rd lane way up top. And Joker peels down in front of the 10. He's got to worry about that 11 car. The 11 car ran way up there on top. You're going to get such a huge run off the top. Here comes Big Jim. He's going to get on the left quarter panel.
It seems like the top side has been working very, very well for always Joker and Big Jim, and yet Joker knows that, so he's going to try to block the run. But Big Jim's got some sort of momentum going. But here comes Heredia God on the bottom.
Yeah, Joker going to try to slide up in front of Big Jim. He's not clear. Heredia's going to go and push the 11. They're both going to run the top here. Big Jim trying to pinch that 10 car as much as he can so he can get the better run off. If he's on that quarter panel when he's coming off the corner, he's going to get him. Joker's able to slide up in front of him, though. And the 10 car comes down below Big Jim. Now he's on his quarter panel. And we see Nobes losing positions.
Nobes is losing. I think he lost about almost 3 spots right there. And yet, look at Dolgen in the 24 machine and Sharp. They're non-playoff drivers, but yet I think they're going to try to have some sort of respect for our playoff drivers because they know what's at stake. Meanwhile, Big Jim gets right in front of Heredia God. Big Jim is trying to track down Joker. He is right behind Joker, but yet he's not executing as much moves as he can.
Yeah, absolutely. We see Big Jim in the 11. He's just really really consistent here going into these corners, following Joker down there on the bottom. I think if these two can pull away while those guys behind them stay side by side, they'll be looking good for the end of stage 1. But Heredia's going to clear sharp off of turn 2 here. We just see Nobes trapped in traffic right now. I think he's got a really good car. He's just got to get back to where his car was before those cars passed him. I believe that's Sharp and Dolgen both got around him. He's got Brody right behind him. And Joker's just loving this. He's loving these guys battling behind him. He's not really having to deal with that much pressure at the moment. But as soon as he makes a mistake, if one happens, they'll be right on him.
That I couldn't agree with you more right now. But Heredia God is coming straight down to the bottom. He's going to pass Big Jim. Meanwhile, oh, looks like Heredia almost got loose, and he's trying to get back up to the top. But meanwhile, Big Jim and Sharp are right there. Here comes Nobes. Nobes is finally getting some sort of position, and he's trying to be able to bounce back up, battling against the top 3.
Sharp goes really, really high as Nobes goes back down into that 4th position. He might have the 42 car below him here. He's going to clear him down and retake that 4th position. Nobes showing some speed in the 4 car, hoping to still have a fight in this championship. Say we haven't seen a battle for the already in the wall there off of 2. He's going to lose some momentum. We'll see if Nobes doesn't make a move.
I don't
both
think
go
so.
low.
I don't know if Nobes can be able to make a move on that one. Meanwhile, back up front, it is between Joker and Big Jim. After what a huge amount of craziness going on with Heredia God, Nobes, and Big Jim. Jim is trying to stay right behind always Joker, and they're almost pulling away. But if Heredia can be able to get Big Jim's draft, they should be able to catch up to the top 2.
Yeah, Big Jim right on the bumper of the 88. The Heredia God trying to put some space between himself and the 42 of Brody, who's side by side with Nobes. Nobes still trapped on the bottom now by the 2 car. Big Jim and always Joker right behind one another. I'm going to try to check and see a lap counter here, what we've got left in the stage.
I believe currently Nobes is live on Twitch, and so I believe he should be able to have a lap counter there. Lots of craziness going on. Joker staying up front in front of Big Jim. Meanwhile, Heredia God, you can see the gap from 3rd and from 2nd and 3rd. Nobes losing a spot to Brody, so yet Nobes is going to have to get back up there and try to catch up to the individuals he's facing for the championship. Meanwhile, it looks like someone went to the pits. I don't know if the fuel window is time for pit strategy, but we'll see later on in this race. But meanwhile, always Joker leading most of the laps here in stage number 1. So far, Joker's got himself a really good lead. Heredia God not letting Big Jim go. He's trying to be able to catch up there, try to be able to get some sort of momentum going. And we'll see what type of strategy. Will our championship 4 make some sort of pit strategy for them to come down the pit road? We'll find that out here soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, my controller died.
You all good, buddy? And yet, cool. And yeah, we'll give you guys an update on Nobes right there.
16 to go. 16 to go.
16 laps to go, but yet Heredia finally chased down Big Jim. He caught up to them, and I think that might be Captain Jack coming out of pit road. He's going to be a lap down.
Yeah, side by side with the 10 car there. Big Jim trying to clear the 8. That's not what you want. You don't want a car on fresh tires holding you up here.
No.
Captain Jack, he's on the fresh tires. He wants to get his lap back. He's immediately going to try to make a move on Joker. I think the smart thing for the 88 to do is just let the 8 car go here. And that is what he's going to do here.
But yet, with that move now, oh man, that was very, very close from Joker, Jim, and Heredia God. It looked like almost an accordion effect right there. But luckily they saved it, and we're still green.
We have always Joker just with a little bit of a lead here on Big Jim. Not much of a gap between the 2 cars. The Heredia God sits in 3rd, Brody in 4th, and Nobes, the 4th championship contender, in 5th. Big Jim right on the bumper of the 88. Oh, he hits the apron.
Big
He's
Jim,
going to slide up the track. Heredia's
and,
going to be side by side with him down on the backstretch.
and yet Heredia God is going to try. Is going to go side by side, battling for third. But yet in our championship 4, it is Joker in the lead. But looks like Jim's got some sort of momentum, and yet he's got plenty of room down to the bottom.
Yeah, always Joker just this is what I was talking about here. These guys are so close in competition level. These top three, I believe Nobes is definitely up there in competition. Oh, it's Nobes has went to pit.
That
Nobes
is a
has made it to pit road.
This might be time for everyone to come down to pit road. I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes, but that's going to leave Nose a lap down if these top three are staying out, and it will. Nose is currently a lap down now.
Yeah, Nobes will lose a lap here on pit road. The 88 of always Joker still holding the lead. The Ready God right on the bumper of Big Jim going into turn 3. I think these guys just really being patient with one another. It's stage 1. There's no need to be this aggressive just quite yet. But, I think if these guys can just hold their track position, we'll have a really, really good race for this championship in late in the third stage.
Everything's going to come down to the wire, especially with these four. I mean, these four have put on an incredible performance all season long, and yet we're definitely seeing the best of the best here in Hennessy Performance League.
Big Jim going to get shuffled up to the outside there. We're trying to run that second lane. Going to be side by side with the Ready coming off of turn 2. He's going to clear it. Oh, it's not going to clear him. They're both side by side. Heredia may have the momentum into turn 3. Big Jim going to try to pinch him, though. And this is just what the 88 loves to see in his mirror. These two guys side by side. And Heredia is going to eventually let off the throttle and let the 11 back in. Oh, in contact with the 42, Brody.
Oh,
You know, Brody, he is not competing for this championship, but that doesn't mean he's battling for the win. He goes down in the grass.
He saves it, but yet he might end up losing a spot to Daljan. But yet, look at the front. Heredia's going to take the lead away from Big Jim and Joker. What a move by Heredia. Did Joker signal to pit?
Yeah, Joker did just signal to pit. I believe he was letting those guys by. He doesn't want to be in front of them here when they go to pit road. We'll see if the other two stay out, and they do. I believe that's going to bring them in pretty shortly. I'm going to keep my eye on Nobes here to see where he comes out relative to Joker. He's going to get his lap back here coming off of turn 4 from Joker in comparison to the championship leaders when they come out of pit road.
We'll see about that. But meanwhile, we've seen Heredia God and Big Jim. Looks like Big Jim, as he's coming down to signal, he's going to be the one coming down to pit road this time.
Yeah, so on the hood cam here, on my point of view from Big Jim's car, he's going to take a really soft, conservative entrance into pit road. Make sure he's below the line or below the speed limit.
No.
Just make sure to keep all 4 tires on the track and go. Here comes always Joker. He's going to come out of pit road as Heredia is entering turn 1, lapping the 88 car.
And yet, like I said before, I knew it was coming down to the wire, but yet Joker's going to be a lap down. Meanwhile, Heredia God, he is all by his lonesome. I'm surprised with what type of strategy Heredia is having here at Vegas. He's not coming down just like the rest of the drivers, but yet Heredia will be coming down to pit road this time by.
Yeah, and it seems Nobes and Sharp, they haven't really gained all the time they wish they would have off of pit road on the 88, but they have gained some time. And, maybe they can capitalize off that. 2 cars may be quicker than 1 here with the 88 out in front of them as Heredia God is now on pit road. Big Jim is going to come out. Big Jim may have sped here as he is way off the pace.
Yeah,
or maybe a 4-tire stop compared to a 2-tire stop. Brody coming off of pit road. He will not be able to take the lead away from Joker once this green flag cycle is through. We'll see where Heredia comes out in comparison to the 88 on this lap.
Here comes Joker right there off of 4, and yet where is Heredia going to be? He's coming out of pit road this time by. Here comes the Heredia God, yet he might be losing a spot to Joker. We'll see how it goes. And yet Joker comes off of 4, but yet does Heredia have enough time? And he does. Wow, what a strategy this is for Heredia. Joker's right behind him.
Joker going to dive underneath him.
And
he dives underneath the 10 car, going to try to clear him off of turn 3, and he does just that.
And Heredia is right behind him too. What a great spot this is for Heredia to battle out with Joker. These two have had an incredible series of battles throughout this whole season, and what we saw at the Championship 4 last season at Chicagoland.
Absolutely, these two battling 1-2 right now is the running order, with Sharp currently sitting in the third position, Brody running fourth, Nobes in fifth. Maybe Big Jim sped on pit road. Maybe it was a botched call, maybe a four-tire stop instead of a two-tire stop. Not really sure. But coming with 6 to go, I think that's the most logical explanation there, is maybe just a botched call. Two tires looks like it may have been the move for some of these guys, but Big Jim might have had other plans with 4, or he could have sped. We don't know. So right now, coming to 5 laps to go, they've already going to get really loose behind the 88. These two battling 1-2. Not sure if the championship will come down to these two, if Big Jim can rally back from losing all this track position. But Nobes is in 5th. He's just got to pass 2 more cars, and his championship is in sight.
And I do want to remind you guys, to all of our viewers, is that it doesn't matter about points. At the end of stage 2, what we're all going to be focusing on, myself and Masobes, is whoever finishes the highest will win the championship. So it don't matter if you're in 10th and you're battling against your fellow drivers from 11th, 12th, to 13th. What matters is you're finishing the highest, you win the championship.
Absolutely. Joker, I believe he's coming to take 4 laps to go now with already right behind him. And we have confirmation that Big Jim took 4 tires. We see he's about, I believe, a second and a half, 2 seconds off the 4 car. I'm not sure he's going to have enough time.
I don't think he will, especially with 4 laps to go this time by for Big Jim. And yet, our championship 4, they see it always Joker in first, Heredia God in second, Nobes in third, and yet currently in fourth, and that is that man right there, Big Jim. So yet, once when the stage caution comes out, it will give a chance for Big Jim to get back up to the field to start battling with his fellow championship 4 drivers.
Yeah, Nobes just relaxing off the pace right now in 5th. He had a great restart on the bottom last time he lined up on the bottom, so maybe he can do the same thing and pass these cars when the restart happens. Meanwhile, the 88 and the 10, just, I think Heredia is just not pushing it here. There's no need to fight the 88. It's just stage 1. All that matters is when the checkered flag waves, who's the highest, like you said. And I believe this is 3, maybe 2 to go with the 10 car. I don't think he's going to try to push it for the lead, but he may. We could see a battle for the lead here.
I think this is 2 laps to go here this time by for stage 1, and yet look at how good it has been for Joker. Joker, I've talked to him, many different times, and I've seen how great he does here at Las Vegas. I mean, I think he's won Vegas during the regular season a couple of times, but I could be wrong. But yet, white flag in the air for stage number 1 for always Joker. You're seeing the battle between 2 of our championship 4 drivers. Joker with a huge run, Heredia right behind him. Like you said before, Miss Hopes, I don't think Heredia is really worried about the stage. It is that third and final stage where everything counts.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no real need to push it here. There's no real need to get aggressive with the driver in front of you, but you don't want him to retaliate later on in the race when you may be in a vulnerable situation. Both of these drivers showing pace at the end of this stage. Across the line first. I believe Nobes got in front of Brody there for P4. Not sure how the outside will work for him on this restart, but maybe he can take advantage of that as well. And Big Jim will also restart on the outside in 6th.
And we'll definitely see that from Big Jim, considering that he did start 5th on the inside. But yet, that is the end of stage number 1. Always Joker, your stage 1 winner, followed by Heredia God in 2nd and Sharp in 3rd. But yet, as far as the championship 4, like I said before, it is Joker, Heredia, Nobes, and Big Jim right now, ladies and gentlemen. And yet, for as long as we've known Joker, Miss Hopes, he seems to be really, really well here at Las Vegas.
Yeah, he's a very, very talented driver when it comes to any type of track that we go to. I believe in this league, on this game. He's really mastered this game in all sorts of ways. But the new game will be coming out soon. I think it'll be a fresh start for everybody, a fresh chance to really see who's going to adapt to that game the best. And we'll have 37 to go here in Stage 2 of the championship. We have always Joker in first, the Heredia God in second, Sharp third, Nobes fourth, Brody fifth, and Big Jim in sixth.
And here we go. The field is back to lining up. And yet we're getting ready to start stage number 2 underway here at the Cup Series Championship. Stage 2 underway. Joker takes the lead, and yet Heredia on to the outside in second.
Yeah, here comes Sharp. He might have a run here on Heredia. Heredia going to immediately fall in line behind the 88 as the outside line could get it rolling here with Nobes and Big Jim. Nobes trying to take advantage, drive it in deep. He's going to get the run off the outside of turn one on the 2 car of Sharp and get all the way to the bumper of his teammate. His Big Jim goes all the way down 3 wide
Wow.
underneath Brody. Brody slides up the track. He gets off the gas to not hit the 4 car. Big Jim, what a move.
Oh,
To go
Heredia's
from
the
6th
wall.
to 4th, Heredia's in the wall.
Oh, Brody.
Really hard crash by the
Brody.
42 coming out of turn 4.
Wow.
Joker's in the wall in turn 1. LD Allen pushed up the track by the 41. Joker's in the wall. Now the 10's up the wall. Big Jim is taking the lead.
Wow. Big Jim takes the lead after crazy circumstances of that. And
what a restart of stage 2.
This is intense, ladies and gentlemen. Joker all the way back in third, and Heredia back up in the top 5, and Noves all the way back there, and plus Brody ended up getting the worst of it. That was intense there. But meanwhile, Big Jim in the lead over Sharp. Joker up in third. Heredia guys got to be able to get through this pack that he's in right now with LD, with Allen and Drunkfest and Dolgen. This is getting a really, really tense here in stage number 2.
Yeah, Heredia going to try to get underneath LD Allen for P4. Nobes got the worst of that out of these contenders as he's all the way in the back of this pack. Big Jim just to the lead off that crazy stage 2 restart. Arguably the craziest restart we've seen in quite some time. Is Sharp now P2. He's going to go slide all the way underneath. Joker's going to hit the apron. Big Jim running that high line. Sharp's going to get the run on this 11 car though. Down the backstretch and into turn 3.
And yet Big Jim with the lead over Sharp and always Joker. Meanwhile, you've seen Heredia God with the battle he's having. But yet, look at our another Championship 4 driver. He's got his work cut out with him. With I think there might be Freedom Flyer right there in front of him with Drunkfest and Captain Jack. This has been a rough race already for Nobes.
Yeah, and Big Jim, he was forced high to block the run from the 2 car, but it left the door open for Joker, who able to slide drop him into turn 1 and clear him off of turn 2 to take the lead of the championship and the race. As now Big Jim follows in P2, and Heredia slowly closing that gap on these 3 championship leaders.
If Heredia can be able to,
these 2 championship leaders.
I was gonna say, if Heredia can be able to get Sharp's draft, he should be able to battle along with Big Jim and Joker. Joker, who's already led most of the laps here at Las Vegas, and yet he's continuing with that run right now. But yet we've seen the battles we've seen from that Toyota and of course that Chevy, and Big Jim's got his work cut out for him, especially when it comes to always Joker. This is his first time being in the Championship 4, and already from having a struggling start, he's working well off, trying to be able to compete against always Joker.
Yeah, absolutely. Big Jim, he's a really, really great race car driver on the game and off the track. A really talented wheel driver. And, you know, I think Joker, though, if there's anybody out here that's going to beat him, it's going to be Joker. I really think so far throughout this race, him and Joker have shown that they can compete at a very, very high level. Heredia, he's just a little bit off the pace right now, but, you know, maybe he can catch these guys in battle for position. Oh, Joker in the grass. It opens the door for Big Jim to go underneath him. A mistake from the 88. And now Big Jim going to take the inside line. Sharp will fall in line behind him, and that allows Heredia to catch these guys so quickly. Just caught right up to him. Big Jim can't clear the 88 off of turn 2, though, and they're side by side down the back stretch. Joker getting the side draft off the quarter panel. He's going to take the high line into turn 3, drive it in deep, and get back in the gas before the 11. Let's see if he can make a run off turn 4 here.
Oh boy!
They can't. Heredia going to push it 3.
Nope. Back in line. Something I've noticed already, it's ever since stage 1 there, Masopes, is that outside line, I don't know how Joker's doing it, but that outside line has been his very best friend since the beginning of this race.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you are side by side, you want to be the car on the outside. You can pinch the car on the bottom from the runoff. They're going to have to either let off the gas or they're going to hit you. And that's the decision they have to make every single lap. As Heredia has cleared the 2 car, gate that 3rd position, and we see Brody in front of these leaders. He was the car solo incident, huge hit. Surprised that car's back out on the track. Massive front end damage, and we see these leaders going to catch him very, very quickly.
And it looks like we have a lap car right in front of them. That is Brody. Brody, you saw him get involved with that incident, and yet you know he's going to end up getting out of the way for our championship, for out of the leaders here. And Joker, what a run he's had. If you get Heredia God and Big Jim battling out for second, they've got to be able to work together to try to chase down that 88 machine.
Yeah, Nobe's just a little bit off the pace yet again here in Stage 2. He's going to have to find something different for Stage 3 if he wants to get up there and have a real fight at this championship. As these other guys he's competing against have ran 1, 2, 3 for the majority of this race. All three of them seem to have pretty equal cars, pretty equal pace when in traffic together. But, you know, I think the best car out front so far has definitely been the 88.
Yeah, you're correct on that one because Joker, I mean, we've said it before. I mean, this is his third time in the championship four, and he's not got it done yet. But yet, tonight could be his night. I mean, you see the amount of laps he's led already over Big Jim and Heredia God, and he's working really well. He's doing something to his car. I don't know what he's doing, but yet he's got the outside work. He's got the outside working, and he's working really well on the inside as well.
Yeah, here he comes. He's going to try to get to the quarter panel of Big Jim before turn one. He's going to have to lift, though, and give it to the 11. And, you know, that's something that I want to talk about as well for a second. It's familiar for the 88. This is a situation he's fond of. He's been here before plenty of times, and he's felt this pressure plenty of times as Big Jim is going to go underneath him here with the dive. But like I said, the outside is where you want to be when you're side by side here at this racetrack. Joker's going to get the run off of turn, maybe not, for turn 4.
Side by side, and yet Heredia's going to be following Big Jim, but I take that back because he was going to follow with Joker, but instead it comes down to the line. But yet he's going to try to make it 3 wide. Joker on the outside, yes, 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide. Joker on the outside, Big Jim in the middle, Heredia on the inside. And they are still 3 wide right now. This is incredible.
Still 3 wide coming off of turn 4. The Heredia God looking for more down there as Big Jim clears him in that second lane to try to push Joker up. He's going to go all the way up to try to side draft the 88, but it opens the door for Heredia to stay on the bottom of the track. And they're still 3 wide going into turn 1. Jim almost hits the 88 going into turn 1. He slides right up behind him. And Joker going to hold on to the lead maybe. What a defense from the 88, just still holding on to the lead. 3 wide for almost a full lap. Wow. These guys really just giving it all.
I mean, this is your chance to become the Cup Series champion, and yet, it's like I told you before, Masobes, that outside line, Joker has been working really, really well. He's not worried about whoever's on his inside. What focused on is as long as he stays on the outside line, he'll be good to go in no time.
Absolutely. You know, that outside line is very, very aggressive here. You can dive it in really deep and get back to the gas before you really rotate the corner even on the bottom. But when you're in traffic, I think it's wise to stay up top so nobody can dive bomb and do things through something like that. Heredia going to get a really good run off the bottom maybe. Maybe not. As Big Jim going to try to get to that right rear quarter panel. Try to get alongside of him in turn 1. Pinch him down in turn 1. He's going to do just that. Sideways, Big Jim. He's going to get a little tight there. Slide back up the racetrack. Saw the rear end step out on that 11 car right there as him and Sharp going to be almost side by side down into turn 3.
Oh, something happened with Big Jim. It looked like he about got loose right there, but Joker is slowly pulling away from the field right now.
Yeah, Joker with a really fantastic car here tonight. Heredia right behind him though, and Big Jim right behind him. Big Jim's, we're seeing a little bit of lag spikes from him. I think that's why Sharp's just backing off a little bit. Not quite sure if he knows these lag spikes, but it's nothing really major here yet, so I don't think there's any reason to tell him to back off at this point in time. I don't see it interfering with anything so far at this moment, so just hope it doesn't get any worse than what it is right now for that 11 car.
I was going to say, I mean, nothing should affect that 11 car, but yet you got to think about what's going through his mind. He's trying to be able to stay on the outside line, and he is losing a spot to Sharp. And
he gave that one to him.
Yeah, and I do want to applaud to Sharp. Sharp has been having a strong run for his final race in Hennessy Performance League, up in the top 3. So really good for Sharp right here.
Yeah, really good, strong showing for Sharp in his final race. Big Jim, just a little bit of a lag there. He's going to give the position to Sharp to ensure that he doesn't lag spike him. You know, he doesn't want to see that happen to Sharp, and that's a true sign of respect. You're battling for a championship. The guy behind you is not, and you're lagging a little bit, and you don't want to ruin his race. It's his last race, and I think that's respect from Big Jim. That's a true show of respect between those two drivers off the track and on the track. As Nobes, he sees these 4 drivers ahead of him. Maybe they're saving something in this stage, maybe they're not. But I think Nobes is closing in on him. Oh, Nobes aggressive.
No,
He's going to come to pit road.
well, he might have sped right here. I don't know if he did, but yeah, it looked like he came in pretty quick. And if that's the case, let's just hope that he doesn't sped.
None of these other 4 drivers are going to even think about going to pit road just yet, I don't think.
Whew. This is getting really, really intense right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Already going to get underneath the 88 here into turn 1. Sharp going to go right underneath them. Coming to 15 to go in the stage. These leaders are side by side, giving it all they've got. Sharp right behind them. What is Joker going to do here? He's got the outside. This is the preferred lane, I think, in this track when you're battling for the lead.
Sharp's going to try to go
like
under.
He's going to hold it.
Looks like Sharp's trying to go under Heredia right here, trying to make a move on the inside, but that is not the case. These two are side by side. Could Sharp go into the middle? And he's going to stay right behind these two. So far, so good.
Sharp going to get underneath Joker here for the lead. With these guys battling still, Nobes already went to pit. Maybe he's thinking the 4-tire strategy could be faster with these guys all thinking too. I'm not sure he's going to be able to gain that much time though on pit road. Sharp going to go down to pit road, I believe. He might have signaled there. That'll leave these 3 championship contenders alone out on the track to fight, as Joker's got a little bit of a gap on Heredia and Jim, but not something. Oh, Sharp not going to go down pit road. Maybe a little bit of contact then from him in the same car.
I'm saying, look at the gap there is between Joker and Heredia God, and yet Heredia is not done fighting. I mean, he's now getting started. He's trying everything he can, and yet, they run into Brody again. He'll be 2 laps down now because of the incident that happened earlier. Joker, who has been really strong ever since the start of this race, and yet his performance has keep on improving lap by lap, and yet he knows that he's got a mirror full of Heredia God, and he's going to try to avenge what happened last season in last year's championship race and try to make it his chance to win the Cup Series championship.
Yeah, he's led the majority of the laps here tonight. I believe he does have the most laps led. We'll see if, and Big Jim going to be the first one of these championship leaders to be aggressive, go down pit road, get the fresh tires first, try to put some time on them. I'm not sure how much time Nobes has gained off of it. He may have taken 2 because I didn't see them lap him, or he could be on a 4-tire strategy, thinking those might be a little bit quicker. As we see Sharp coming out of pit road.
Sharp's going to be a lap down right
there. Lap down.
Meanwhile, these two, I'll tell you one thing. When these two battle, and yet, as soon as I say that, Joker might be coming down pit road, could Heredia join him? That's something I look forward to seeing right here. But I think if Heredia saw what went down the last stage, never mind, Heredia's going to stay out. Joker's going to come down to pit road this time by.
Yeah, I think that's going to have to force Heredia in next time by. I'm going to go to Big Jim, who's coming out of pit road.
He's coming out of pit road, yeah.
I believe he's going to go with the 4-tire strategy again, possibly. Oh, he might. No, I think he's on 2.
I'll look forward to that, but yet here comes Heredia coming down the pit road. And if that's the case, then that could give Joker the lead.
Yeah, Big Jim side by side with Sharp. Both of these guys have already made their stops, and they came out right on top of each other. So we'll see where Big Jim comes out in comparison to these other two championship contenders of Joker and Heredia. All four of these drivers have stayed in the top 5 throughout the whole race. Really, Nobes, he has got just a bit of a gap between him and Big Jim. I think, with a solid restart in stage 3, that's nothing he can't make up, as Brody's going to give it to him here. I believe he's going to come down pit road, and they come to Joker. Big Jim.
Jim, wow. Right there behind always Joker.
Yeah, he wanted to look to the outside, but Sharp got to it before he could. Now Sharp trying to run that outside, so let's see if he can get a run on Joker. Maybe Joker can close the door on him coming out of turn 2, and he will. He'll clear him.
He will clear him, so yet look at what
and
he's
they
doing.
all go around Heredia. Trouble for the 10 now.
A lot of struggles for the 10 right here, but yet the question is, where is Nose at the moment? Yet Nose is falling right behind Brody. He is all the way up in the back right here. Meanwhile, it is Joker, Big Jim, and Heredia God. And Sharp, who we mentioned is his final race in Hennessy Performance League. He is trying to give Joker a run for his money to give himself a final win for his career.
Yeah, Big Jim right behind the 2-car. I'm not sure if LD Allen is pit yet, though. He's out front of the leaders. I'm not quite sure.
That I'm wondering too. It might say it in someone's stream, but nevertheless, Big Jim and Always Joker are side by side. Sharp takes the position away from Joker, but yet I think Sharp realizes that the outside has been Joker's best friend, and he's going to go up to the top right here.
Joker going to force it 3 wide. Contact with Sharp. Big Jim gets underneath the 88. Joker's going to slide up back in front of the 2.
And Sharp's going to hit the outside wall. Man, these three have not stopped battling since the green flag has dropped. We've seen some incredible battling racing here in this race, and yet, Masobes, I gotta get your thoughts on what we're seeing from all three, Joker, Big Jim, and Heredia right now.
Yeah, these guys have just put on a stunning performance right now. 5 laps to go in the race, coming to 4 to go. Big Jim got a little tight off that corner. The Heredia guy's trying to look underneath him. He's going to be there. Going to try to dive it in underneath the 11. He's just going to have to give it to him and not let him try this 88 pull away and get the stage win with just 4 laps remaining in stage 2. Nobes lags just a little bit off the pace behind them in 5th.
And yet they see it right there. 4 laps to go this time by for Always Joker in stage number 2. And yet Big Jim is giving everything he has. And I do want to give credit where credit's due. Big Jim, he struggled earlier on in stage 1, but yet here he is bouncing back, battling with Always Joker, and yet trying to give Joker a run for his money. He is giving everything he has right now.
Yeah, coming to 3 laps to go now. Always Joker. He's really looking good out front. Big Jim right behind him. The Heredia God in 3rd. Sharp 4th. Nobes on that 4-tire strategy. He's gained some time. He will restart in 5th. I don't think I don't think it's that much of a I don't think it's that hard for him to get around Sharp in that 5th position and battle with these championship contenders. I think he's got a very good shot at still writing his name in this hat for the championship. But Joker has really looked like the main protagonist for this championship. I think Big Jim right behind him, he's the rookie here in this situation. It's first appearance in a championship 4 compared to all 3 others who've been here on multiple occasions. Yeah. And he's looking really well in P2, but he's going to have to be around that 88 at some point. And we'll just see where he gets aggressive enough to go for it.
3 laps to go this time by. Get ready to come up to 2 laps to go here in stage number 2. Remember, like I said before earlier on, ladies and gentlemen, is that it doesn't matter about stages. What matters is who finishes the highest. Here comes Big Jim on the inside. That's going to put in Joker to the outside, but Heredia's right there. That's going to block Heredia's run. Looks like Joker hit the outside wall. Side by side goes Big Jim. Looks like Big Jim's going to take the lead away from Joker. Oh, that was very, very close, but yet Jim goes up to the outside. Heredia goes to the inside right here. Side by side goes Heredia. Could he make this 3 wide? And yet, look at the beauty. Not Heredia, but always Joker on that outside line. But it's less, I believe this is the final lap here.
Oh, that was the final lap.
Final lap,
And
and
Big
yet
Jim is going to win stage 2.
stage
Wow.
stage 2 winner. What a battle that was. Stage 2 goes to Big Jim. And yet, Masopes, you called it. I mean, don't have to ruin the race. Yet, what matters is this very final stage to crown our Cup Series champion.
Absolutely, the final result. We're now about to go into stage 3. The championship contenders are the 11 Big Jim, who will restart first. Always Joker, who will restart second. The Heredia God, who will restart third. And Nobes, who I believe will restart fifth. The 11, 88, 10, and 4. One of these drivers is going to win it all. One of these drivers will show that 14 weeks of dedication was worth it all. It's bragging rights. It's everything. This is what we've raced for all season long. This is what we've waited for. The highest division in our league. This series right here, right now. Who will it be?
The time has come, ladies and gentlemen. The time has come. We're almost done with the race and to crown our Cup Series champion. Season 3 has had so many ups and downs. It's been a roller coaster ride in this season, but yet we get a chance to end it on a high note to crown our final champion in Hennessy Performance League, and that is the Cup Series champion with Big Jim up front, Heredia second, and Joker in third. Green flag back in the air. Third and final stage underway.
Big Jim got a really good restart. We'll see Heredia try to go down and clear the 88, who was really aggressive on the bottom. Nobe's going to be really aggressive here on Sharp. He's going to get underneath him. If he can clear him off of 2 here, this will be the best case scenario for the 4. And he's going to be able to do it. He's going to be able to clear him here. In the championship 4, run 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect execution from Nobes on that first lap to get his car back in contention with these top 4 drivers. Now it's all about just staying with him and hopefully not letting these other guys behind him get around him in any type of way. He's got a teammate Drunk Fest side by side with the 2 car. Maybe he can try to help him out here with that drag off the 2 and slow him down side by side and let these championship 4 guys go battle it out. SHR, 2 cars battling for the championship. Kendrick Motorsports with 1 car. Oh, Big Jim got really tight off the corner. It's going to allow Heredia to get underneath him.
Here comes Heredia God. Heredia God's going to get under Big Jim, but yet Joker's right there. Whatever move Joker makes is going to make a huge effect move on either Joker or not, sorry, Big Jim and Heredia. My apologies there, ladies and gentlemen. And yet, coming down to 3 cars. There you see it. 4 of our championship 4 drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're seeing it right now, ladies and gentlemen.
And Heredia going to get really tight off the exit here. He's going to push Big Jim up the track. It's going to allow Joker to get a run way down on the bottom. He's going to swing it all the way back up high, get in the wall, slow Big Nobes up. Nobes. And now Nobes got hit in the wall by the 88. Going to be really slow off the corner, not have any momentum.
Side by
we'll
side.
See if he has any for the 88. I'm not sure he'll be too happy about that one.
I don't think Nobes is really worried about that, considering the fact that he is now still with the championship 4 after what happened.
Yeah, running that high side, he's going to get the run off the corner and be able to clear Sharp. Maybe he'll probably move on Big Jim. He will. He's going to try to move 3 wide with Big Jim. Go back down to the bottom. Dolgen all the way up on the outside, just absolutely ripping. Going to get right next to Joker, even on the outside, trying to battle for P3.
Already, God is is up front, pulling away from Big Jim, and yet there you see Dolgen on the outside, but yet this is getting really tense in the back. But yet otherwise, Heredia got up front, but yet Big Jim, Joker, they all need to catch Heredia's draft, and it looks like they will catch up to the number 10 machine of Heredia God. What can Big Jim do? We've seen how good Joker has been on the outside, but yet the time has come. I mean, no more stages. This is make or break for your championship chances.
Yeah, absolutely. It all comes down to this, and they're 1, 2, 3, 4. Joker running P3, Heredia P1. Heredia really tight off the corner. We've seen these guys get really tight off of turn 1 if they overdrive it. Big Jim going to get right to the bumper of the 10 car. See if he try to make an aggressive move, go down to the bottom. Nobes is running that second lane. It's giving him just a little bit more exit speed on the 88. Maybe he can try to pull a move on the 88 on the outside or the inside.
Well, WC for sure, but yet Heredia, I mean, he's finally got a chance to lead some laps that he's been needing, but yet it's not about leading laps, but right now it's all about who gets a chance to finish the highest. And yet there you see it right there with Heredia God, Big Jim trying to work on the outside. Heredia God sees the run that he's having, but yet they're going to still follow the lead right now because Heredia God up in the lead. Big Jim second, Joker third, Nobes fourth, and yet these are our championship four. What a battle it has been from start and soon to be finished for our championship four. An incredible race from our Cup Series drivers.
Absolutely. We see always Joker go all the way down to the bottom. He's going to be side by side with Big Jim. It's going to slow both of them up and let Heredia try to pull away here. If Nobes will be patient, they may be able to get in line, but he could also try the aggressive route and try to push these guys 3 wide. Nope, he's going to let Big Jim back in. Joker's going to clear Jim and now try to fight the 10 car for first place.
And yet Joker back up in second. We've seen the battles between him and Heredia God from stage 1, stage 2. Looks like, I don't know what happened right there, but yet Heredia is still up front. We've seen how good Joker has been, especially in the long runs. The long runs have become his best friend, and we've never really seen a short run. So kudos to all the drivers for keeping this a caution-free race besides the stages. And yet, you gotta be thinking about what's going through Joker's mind. The man that defeated him in the second season is right in front of him. This is your chance to be able to make redemption tonight.
Absolutely. He's got everything that he's worked hard for this season. It's a 14-week-long season in Hennessy. Really strenuous for you to make all the races, for you to accumulate this many points, for you to have the talent to make it to the Final Four in this league is extreme. These are some of the best that we've managed to play on this game, and I think moving on to the next game, I think we'll be just as good. I think everybody here, they all want to continue playing these NASCAR games. NASCAR is such a great sport in all of our minds, and we love watching it. We love imitating it, trying to do the best we can, and hopefully this next game brings us more realistic racing than this game might have in the past, but I think the times that we've shared on this game will always last with us, hopefully, as these top 4 just continue to battle for the Season 3 Cup Championship. It really depends. Oh, Big Jim, he might go to the outside here.
Yeah, they see Big Jim on the outside of always Joker, but yet Joker finally gets the chance to battle for it. Here comes always Joker down to the bottom. What can he do right here? Side by side for the lead.
Oh, a little bit of contact. Joker, a little bit of contact already there up the track going into turn 3. Bored him a little bit.
He is sending a message to Heredia right now. And that message clearly states that yet even though I'm battling for you for the championship, this is my race. And that's exactly what Joker's trying to say to Heredia God right now.
Absolutely. Dolgen just on the high side trying to pinch these guys. He's made it up to maybe 4th here. Side by side with Nobes. He's going to take the preferred line on the outside.
Yeah, exactly, ladies and gentlemen. And yet, Joker up in the lead. He's the one that's led most of the laps in this race. Oh, someone hit the wall, but yet, nevertheless, we still stay green. Brody's struggling up there in the back.
Already going to slide up the track behind the 88, but Joker's still going to remain out front. Big Jim currently P3. Nobes have just gotten a little bit of trouble there. Slide off the pace.
He's got traffic in front of him, and it's
Big Jim.
He's
up the track into Brody.
Brody up to the wall. He's going to end up losing a lot of spots right there. That's going to cost him so far in this race. It's been the worst situation that Big Jim has been ever since we dropped the green flag.
I think there was some contact between the 24 and the 11 there.
I think so.
Already a ride on the bumper for the 88. Dolgen up at the 24 in 3rd place. Nobes in 4th. Big Jim has dropped back to 6th with Brody in 7th. Sharp with a solid running still in P5.
A really good solid run indeed.
Yeah, always Joker just managing to put on a really, really good race all throughout this one. Joker He's worked for this for a long time, just as anybody else has that's made this championship four. But it seemed to elude the 88. I don't think it'll elude him tonight. Already a side-by-side contact again between the two championship contenders.
Heredia with his own little contacted Joker right there. That's going to give Heredia a huge lead over always Joker right there.
Side by side on the exit of the corner there. Heredia God going to try to get to the quarter panel of the 88. Dolgen looking in the middle lane. Nobes and Big Jim have fought back up there on the bottom. Joker trying to get a gap on the 10 car here.
He's trying to, but yet you got to think about this though, there, Soaps, is that here soon it'll be almost time for the fuel window for everyone to come down to pit road to get. I don't know if it might be one stop or two stops to get those fresh fuel and tires.
Yeah, I think these guys are going to be coming to pit road pretty soon. We will be there eventually. We're coming to 33 laps to go right now. So I believe there's 30 laps of gas on a tank. I would say the pit window opens in about 5 laps.
And yet, if we still stay green, and yet the long run could either make or break one of our championship 4 drivers. We've seen the different pit strategies over the past 2 stages for Joker, and yet it's led him up to the top, to either first or second. And this has been really good for Joker right now. But the question is this what strategy? When's the time to come in? When's the time to go ahead and, not only get a chance to get some fuel tires, but to get a chance to see where your competition is at?
Yeah, 32 laps to go. The championship 4 are back running 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobes has managed to pull his way back up into P3 ahead of Big Jim and right behind the Heredia God and Joker. Maybe Joker and Heredia saving a little bit of their stuff. Nobes, maybe not. As I believe you get 30 laps on a fuel run. I'd say between 26 and 28 on tires. 30 if you stretch. But I don't see this coming down to any type of fuel mileage. I think these guys can run it out, get fresh tires, come back out, and finish the race on that same set, and I have to go back in all 4 of them. So with how close they are right now, depending on pit road entry, they could be this close coming out, and we could have 4 cars under a blanket for a championship.
We'll definitely have to see for sure, but yet it all depends on what the situation is going down for our drivers. But meanwhile, we finally got our championship 4 back in the top 4 with Joker front and Heredia God in second. Looks like Nobes in third, and of course Big Jim rounding out the top 4 in our championship 4.
Yeah, always Joker still in front of the 10 car. Pit stops coming up soon. We'll wonder how close they will pit together. Nobes in third, Big Jim fourth. All 4 of these guys competing for a championship. 2 SHR cars running second, third. The Hendrick Motorsports 88 and the Joe Gibbs 11. All competing for a championship. Joker, I think Joker's had the best car today out front. His car is handled really well as the leader. I think better than others. And I think he showed the less mistakes as the leader. That's why he's here in stage 3, still leading the race.
I definitely do agree with you. With Heredia God up front, I mean, it's hard to tell what strategy, but if I was the championship 4, I'd keep an eye on the competition. When are they coming in? And then it's going to be hard to say. Each person's strategy is going to be different than another. So, I mean, Masopes, if you was one of the championship 4 right now, what would your best idea be for the drivers?
I would say just try to stay out as long as you can so you have the freshest set of tires at the end of the race so your pace doesn't fall off compared to the others as much. As we see Brody go high on Big Jim. Brody ripping the fence right now. Might go all the way up to P3. Brody's still going to rip the fence in turn 3 and 4. You love to see the commitment from the driver of the Credit 142 Chevrolet as he clears 2. Oh, Nobes with the aggressive strategy. Here comes Nobes down. This could be it. That could be it. If Nobes can make it the rest of the way on fuel, he didn't speed just now, and these drivers stay out 1 or 2 laps, he could create a gap that could win him this championship just now. That's how aggressive it could be. Yep, the 88 follows him. I knew it. It just brings him in. It'll bring him in. That's what the 4 car just did. He just brought the 88 in on purpose. The 10 car is probably going to follow
Oh
him. I'm
boy.
pretty sure the 11 will too. Oh,
No,
he faked it.
he
He
faked
faked
it.
him.
He faked him, but the
I think
problem
that's going to
was,
hurt him.
but the
I think that's
problem
going to
is,
hurt him more than that's going to help him.
but the
We're going
problem
to lap
is,
Nobes before Nobes comes out. Oh, I think Nobes sped.
no, no,
No.
no, no.
Oh. As the leaders are entering turn 3,
Wow.
Nobes is exiting the pits.
Big
The
Jim's
4
coming down.
car. Oh.
Big, Big Jim's coming down right now. He's got to be careful. Could he sped? No, he's got a good pit road entry. Oh, Dalton almost hit him. No.
Not 100% sure if he sped, but it's looking that way.
This is intense. And here comes Joker. Oh boy. I thought Herrera was not going to make it to pit road right there with how far he went. Did Big Jim sped too? No, he's finally coming out.
No, I don't think Nobes sped.
He didn't?
No, I think we've seen so many 2-car stops. Or 2-tire stops. I wasn't used to how long that pit stop might be, and I think Nobes now has taken the position on Big Jim, and he's got a little bit of a gap to him.
The question is, where
Everybody else is on pit road right now.
Where's Joker and Heredia? And if that's the case, then yet Nobes can end up taking the lead. This would be the first time we've seen Nobes take the lead over Joker and Heredia.
And the leaders are coming out.
Here
And
comes
Nobes is
Nobes.
entering turn 1.
Nobes is going to take... He's going to take the lead. Here he comes. Nobes takes the lead.
And Nobes, the 4 car, he's going to be the leader. I'm going to check the lap counter.
Check the lap counter. This race is getting really intense. Things are about to get dicey. If you're a gambling man and you're gambling on Nobes, you're in for a treat right now, ladies and gentlemen. The man who started the season with a win, the man who has won Auto Club, the man who earned his way into the championship for winning Homestead, is now leading the championship for right now. And you got
coming to 22 laps to go. Heredia is going to get underneath them here. Heredia going to make the pass for the lead and the championship. Joker trying to be aggressive and get underneath the 4 car as well.
If something happens to these championship 4, look at the top 3. If something happens to Joker, Nobes, and Heredia, look who's in the good spot right now. That is Big Jim in the 11. Nobes is going to end up losing pace. He's going to end up losing maybe 2 spots to Big Jim and Brody.
Hitting early, it got him the lead, but he just couldn't hold on to it.
No.
Heredia going to get out in front of him, and now be in front of Joker, Big Jim in P3, Brody P4, Nobes in P5.
Same thing that we saw last season at Chicagoland. But could this be a different case scenario?
Brody going to go high for the 4 car. Brody wants to let the 4 car have a chance. That's respect. That's respect from one driver to the other. From the 42 to the 4, a showing of, hey, I want you to still want to fight this. I'm not going to impede your way. If you've got it, go get it. We're going to see what the 24 does. I hope the 24 is patient with him as well. Maybe Nobes can find pace here late in this race and still try to fight back for this championship. But right now, it's all the 10 car of Heredia with Joker right behind him and Big Jim in P3.
We'll see how this goes for sure. But yet, Heredia God currently up front right now. He is still in the lead, but yet Joker's not letting him go. You can see the gap that these two are having right now. Joker
18 laps to go this time by.
and they're slowly pulling away from Big Jim. And yet I do want to give kudos to Big Jim and Obes for the race that they've had, for the fight that they've been doing. Joker's right there. He is not letting Heredia go. He's not letting him out of his sights.
Absolutely not. They both pulled away from with one another. I think that's what they both want. Want to try to get as far away from Big Jim as they may be able to. Big Jim running P3. Nobes is falling way off the pace. I think the championship will be decided just like Chicagoland last year between the 88 and the 10 car.
And yet, there's two different chances for both men. One driver to go back-to-back championship wins, and yet for the other driver, for him to make it to his third championship 4 race, to finally get some redemption and win himself a championship, to bring it back to Hendrick Motorsports.
A full sweep for Hendrick Motorsports if they were able to win this championship here with the 88. 16 laps to go in the championship fight. Joker trails Heredia.
16 laps to go, this time by for Heredia God and always Joker. And yet, Masopes, we've been talking about whatever it takes. Do you see Joker doing whatever it takes for him to win a championship?
Absolutely. I don't think I see him moving this 10 car all out of the way and all out of whack and wrecking the guy, but I think I could definitely see a bumper or two being used here for the championship between either one of these guys, no matter if the roles were reversed or not.
Yeah.
It's what it's worth.
15 laps to go here at Las Vegas to conclude our Season 3 series for the Cup Series, ladies and gentlemen. We've already crowned a Truck Series champion in Shake and Bake. We've just now crowned an Xfinity Series champion in Tiger NASCAR. And now, to determine our Cup Series, everything ends tonight. And I hate to say it like that, but yet Season 3 comes to a close. And next season, Season 4, with a whole lot of different changes, it will be underway after tonight.
Yeah, I can completely agree to that. Here comes Joker on the inside of Heredia. He's going to put his nose down there. He's going to get side by side with the 10 car coming out of turn 4. Heredia going to clear him.
14 laps to go. 14 laps to go for Heredia and Joker. Time is wearing out for Joker right now.
Clock is ticking for both of these drivers.
Tick-tock on the clock with less than 13 laps to go here in Las Vegas. Everyone is on the edge of their seats right now. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm pretty sure Masopes is too. And yet, if you're Mayhem, you know that this will be a chance to go back-to-back championship wins. But yet, if you're Riley, you're rooting for your driver. You root for always Joker with an incredible performance he has done all season long. And yet to make it here in Championship 4, to battle it out with the same man that he lost to last season, he's trying whatever it takes.
It's going to be 10 laps. They're coming to 10 laps to go right now.
Wow.
Currently 11 laps to go. The final 10 laps to decide a champion of the Hennessy Performance League in Season 3. I think Joker can do it here. I really think he can. He's done everything he needs to do to stay right behind the 10 in these last 10 laps. If he's going to make a move, it's going to happen soon.
Something I do want to talk about. There's one man that has brought the best out of Joker. That is Heredia.
Absolutely. These two have fought so hard against one another ever since they've met each other in this league. Great competitors on the track, leaving nothing off the track, though. If you talk to these two outside of the racetrack, they're both great people, great guys, and good friends to one another as well. Greatness recognizes greatness between these two, and they definitely show it week in and week out on this league and in this game.
Now we currently approach up to 9 laps to go.
Yes.
9 laps to go this time by, ladies and gentlemen.
Nine to go.
9 to go this time by. We have 17 viewers on our stream right now. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys click that like button. Enjoy what's left of these final 8 laps in the Cup Series right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about Big Jim right now running P4. The caution doesn't come out. I hate to say it, but I believe his championship hopes are over unless these two get really, really aggressive here with one another. The same thing with Nobes. They both fought hard all season. Respect to those two drivers. Prayers to Big Jim's mother and Big Jim's family as we see these top two drivers now battle it out. Coming to 7 laps to go for the championship. Always Joker in P2, Heredia in P1.
And yet another person we need to send a shout out to for his final race in the Cup Series, for his final race in Hennessy Performance League. The man that we all know and love, that is Sharp, who will be leaving Hennessy Performance League after this season. So yeah, once again, thank you for all of you have done. The battle's getting dicey between Joker and Heredia God. So Heredia's going to go high. Joker's right there. He's all over the back bumper of Heredia. You're going to watch along from Joker's hood cam from the battle right now. So what lap are we approaching to now? Soaps.
Joker right on the bumper of Heredia, doing everything he's got to do. Coming to 4 to go now. This is where things are going to start getting dicey. You see the 10 car all the way up and down the track. Trying to fake that 10 car out. The 88. Heredia going to get a nice run here off the corner. Joker's going to have to use this lap to recover and get back to the bumper of the 10. 4 laps to go.
3 laps to go, you mean? Three laps to go this time.
Going to run that middle lane. Heredia is starting to pull away a little bit even more now. Joker in the wall. Coming to 3 to go.
3 to go, ladies and gentlemen.
There'll be one final push. It has to be now. Joker's going to try to get the draft from the 10 car as much as he can. Try to catch back up to him. Hopefully to make a move when the white flag comes out. Coming to 2 laps to go. The Heredia God right now appears to be the champion. Unless Joker can get a good run. Coming out of turn 4 here. 2 laps to go for the championship.
2 laps to go this time by, ladies and gentlemen. Heredia God up in front. You're watching Hennessy Performance League Cup Series Championship race. It's all coming down to always Joker in the 88. Heredia God in the 10. This race has been incredible from start and too soon to be finished. And yet, the person that has led the most laps, it has been always Joker. But yet, the person in front of Joker, of course, it is that man right there, Heredia God. I believe we're getting ready to come up to the white flag. I could be wrong. White flag.
White flag is in the air. The white flag is in the air over 2 championship competitors. Joker looking on the bottom. He's closed the gap to Heredia. We'll see how aggressive he gets in turn 1.
Oh,
and he sends him. He gets down. He gets to his quarter panel. Heredia moves up the track. Heredia way off the pace. Here comes Brody. Joker leaving it all on the line to move the 10 car out of the way. Joker's gonna do it into turn 3.
And then Joker,
whatever it takes. What a move. Joker's gonna do it.
He's gonna be
Joker's gonna win the championship.
Season 3 champ.
Joker is finally a champion.
Finally.
Whatever it
It
takes.
takes Hendrick clean sweep
He was
on
close enough
championship.
to do that. He was close enough to make the move.
Oh
It's for a
my God.
championship. That's what you want to see out of the 88. That's the
Oh my God. Beast was right. It just happened right. Finally say, oh, times a charm is gonna be your season 3. Wow. Needs to cue
whatever
whatever.
it takes.
Somebody needs to cue whatever it takes by
Whatever it
Imagine
takes.
Dragons. By Imagine Dragons. Oh my Lord.
Guys in this party.
Yes, please. So, oh my Lord. I'm dead. I'm dead. Wow.
Let's go. Let's go,
I,
Joker. All right,
I,
if you'll add Big Jim and Heredia, I'll add Joker.
I got you.
Nubs.
I'm just speechless right now. I'm just amazed. I'm gonna get Heredia and Big Jim and whew, whatever whatever it takes. Just just took a huge note right there.
That race.
And by the way, real quick before we get to asking the questions for the drivers, Masobes, we've called 3 straight championship races. Can you say that is the wildest championship finish you've ever seen yet?
Yeah, I think that's a wild one, man. You know, it really shows the emotion, showing when you're going to do whatever you have to win the championship. I think Joker was able to get himself into that gap for the last lap to pull off a move like that. And, I don't think you could really necessarily blame him for it. He's fought hard to get here where he's at in his career and in this league. And you just see it right there. You see it. You see how much it means, and you see him pull off something like that. I think it's a great accomplishment for the 88. And as we have all 4 drivers here, what a championship. What a race. We'll start off with Nobes. Nobes, what happened there, man? We saw you come out. We pit first in stage 3. The chat was going wild on the stream. We had, I think, 17 viewers at that time when you took the lead. Just everybody watching you out there. The chat was hype. But sadly, it looks like pitting first, you might have fell off the pace a little bit after they caught up to you on those worn tires. How did you feel about that, and do you think that was the case for you there in those closing laps?
Yeah, I just wanted to do something different just to see what would happen, and I figured pitting 1 or 2 laps before them. I didn't think it would fall off that much, but a lap or 2 before, I got into the back of Heredia and got some front end damage too. And so I didn't repair that, and then it just started falling off a cliff. With the old tires and the bit of damage, I was just way too tight. And it was fun though.
Yeah, definitely a great effort. We saw you had a fast car. You might have got caught up in traffic one or more two times than you might have liked to, but you still battled back and were able to take the lead in the closing laps and show that you had just as strong as a car as anyone necessarily else. I think if you wouldn't have had that front end damage, that call might have worked out a lot better for you in that case. Next, we'll move to Big Jim. Jim, you saw you and Brody, you guys kind of battling there in the last final laps. You came out closer between those 2 guys, but what really happened for you? Do you think you fell off the pace there much, or was it an adjustment you made maybe, or do you think you just didn't have the pace that they did there in those closing laps?
Yeah, so it was kind of a issue where I went on the wrong strategy. I pitted a lap earlier than the 2 leaders. I should have just came in whenever I saw the 88 and 10 signal, but I wanted to get a lap earlier and see if I could stay out there with some other guys like Dalton and stuff, but it didn't work out for me. I was also very conservative coming into pit road, so even if I was in that draft, I didn't even have the tires to keep up with them. But overall, it was just not enough. It was a good day. It's the best I've ever had at Las Vegas. This track haunts me, but I think we did pretty well for the time being, just not enough for a championship.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you had a great car all night long, able to pull the amazing pass there for stage 2. We saw a really, really wild restart. I believe after maybe it was after stage 1 where you were able to take the lead. What was going on that restart? Do you recall what I'm mentioning?
Stage 1, I
I believe
don't.
it was after stage 1, maybe the beginning of stage 2 restart.
Stage 2, yeah, okay. I think I did make a move 3 wide on Brody because I was also on an inferior strategy in stage 1. None of this captain's fault. I had Captain Dead as my crew chief, but I kind of took the reins on my own strategy, and it just didn't work out. I was always on the wrong end of it, and I was mired back there after stage 1. And going into stage 2, I was starting 7th, and I decided, all right, well, no offense to Brody, but I really got to get up here. So I forced it 3 wide on him going into turn 3 and gained a little position to get back up there with Heredia and Joker.
Yeah, and I think it's a very proud race to say. I just want to mention one more time, prayers for you and your family, man. I hope whatever you guys are battling on that side of things outside of this game, that you get through it. From the time that I've known you, Jim, you've been a good person to me and always respected me on and off the track. So I hope all is well on those side of things. And we're going to move on to Heredia here. Heredia, you had it all there in the closing laps. Joker waited until the very, very last moment to pull the aggressive move that he pulled to win the championship. What are your whole thoughts on this entire season as a whole and what it's come down to, and losing a championship in that sort of matter? And what does it mean to you in that sort of matter?
Well, that last race was fun. I mean, I can't be mad about that move with Joker. It was maybe a little desperate, but like it was a bad block on my part. I should have just went down the bottom aggressively. That wouldn't have happened, but yeah, it was my fault. He got the win. He deserved it. I mean, he's been doing this since season 1, and now he has a championship. I wanted a championship before I deleted Heat 5 off my system, but I mean, I had fun. I had fun with this league. Meet all these great people. Yeah, just yeah. GG's, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's something that I think a lot of people can agree that we take this racing into account for what it is. We get really competitive with one another, but I think it's about the people that we meet, and I want to appreciate Mayhem and Ubi for allowing us to meet all those great people that we've met, these friends, these good times that we've been able to share, and a huge shout out to the admin group as well for being able to help us and kind of guide us in the right direction of where we should go and how to handle things, and just appreciate all their time that they've shared for this league. And, it was a good fight, Heredia. I agree with you, man. I don't think you can blame him. I think when we get to Joker here shortly, we'll hear his side of the story and how he feels about it. But it's been a really good, solid ride on this game, and I can't wait to race against you guys in the next game as well. Hopefully we'll see if the talent carries over or if everybody will have to restart maybe. We'll see how that one goes. But as we talk to the champion, number 88, always Joker. It's eluded you for 2 times, 2 seasons. You feel like you've been the best driver on the track, and the statistics have shown you most likely were the best driver on the track at those times. And tonight you led the most laps. I think you had the fastest car in clean air, but that last stop you came out behind Heredia. What was going through your mind those closing 10 laps when it was just you and him and you knew it was just going to be you two for the championship? Joker.
Joker?
Mike's muted. I want to get a few things clear.
All right.
Over the past 3 seasons, there's a lot of things that have happened to me where people laugh at it and embrace it, and my mindset was I'm not going another season with the constant backlash. I can't. It affects me. It affects me. I may not show it, but every season, every time I do something, it's emphasized when it's me. And I had to do that. He had a championship, and I did that to win the championship. I really don't care what's going on in the main chat, because if it was done to me, everyone would have loved it. When Drunkfest did the thing at Talladega, everyone loved it. Everyone said, oh, but if I do it, I'm a bad driver. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that happened tonight. Same thing. I did it, so it's triply emphasized. But when Drunkfest did it in Talladega, if I walled Sharp, at Michigan, just imagine the backlash I would have got for walling him when I easily could have on the inside. So, I mean, it was a good race. It's not the way I want to win it, but, you just get tired of the constant trash backlash that people give for you when you put a lot into this game. I've done a lot for the league, and, a lot of people treat me trash, and try to do what's best for the league, and if they don't like it, then leave. As simple as that. I told Heredia, I said, I know he doesn't like it, but I can't deal with that again. I couldn't. Not a whole 5-6 months of that, because it's annoying. I have like over 150 screenshots of people saying something about me, and I never said I rarely say anything back now. I rarely say anything. I can find 150 screenshots in my phone of someone saying something negative about me. So, I don't know. You take it like that. So
You won a championship, man. You shouldn't be worried about all the people being mad at you.
And and I think that you shouldn't be talked about now going forward about this situation, because I can agree to you on a lot of those standards, and it's not a portion for the broadcast to maybe sit here and have that discussion. We can have that discussion in private. But overall, I think you're a deserving champion, Joker, and I think I can agree to you where you say you might have gotten a lot of hate than you should have, and you deserved in this league. And I'm happy to say that you are the Season 3 champion, and I'm happy to announce that as well. Congratulations, you earned it, and, haters are always going to hate, bro. That's all I really got to say about that one. Congratulations, and we'll see you guys next season.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that is our broadcast. What an incredible season it has been for Season 3. Soaps, this is our third time doing this, man. That was probably the most craziest championship finish we've ever called yet. And, I do want to say shout out to you and Brody for making this final night in Season 3 incredible. So, Soaps, thank you for all that you've done as an Xfinity Series driver and the broadcast. You did a great job tonight, my friend.
Thanks, brother.
All right. Well, that'll do for our Cup Series broadcast, and yet I don't really know for sure what's happening next, but yet if you guys want more updates and more information, make sure you guys click the notification bell on the YouTube channel as we get ready prepared for the next game. But yet, congratulations to, first off, Truck Series champion Shake and Bake, Xfinity Series champion Tiger NASCAR, and now our Cup Series champion Always Joker. Congrats to all three, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. From Code Red Dew, saying so long, everybody.